Kids.
Wait. I wasn't ready. Oh.
Hey, Living Word Kids. It's Miss Anna and
Pastor Jay.
we are so glad to be here for another week of Living Word
Kids.
Online. Welcome back for another week all about faith.
That's right.
We're trying to help you guys grow your faith and grow in God.
That's right. That's awesome. Because you want to grow in faith right now so that when you're adults, man, everything's easy.
Yeah.
The word, you understand it because you've grown and you continue to grow and you've created good habits while you were little.
Yeah.
So that's what these are for. So listen carefully this morning, right, Miss Anna?
Yes. We want to make sure you guys are listening, so turn your listening ears on high, and we're going to hop right into one of my favorite Bible stories.
Yeah.
And
It's a good one.
Yes, it's a good one. And you know the cool thing is just like there's this story in the Bible, we can really live this out. And that's really why these stories were written, is to grow our faith so that we can have as much faith as these people in the Bible did have.
That's right. Especially in the times that we were living in right now, you've had to stay in your houses.
Yeah.
You've had to go to the grocery store a little bit different ways right now.
Yeah.
Things are a little bit different, but your faith can still be strong.
Right.
Not weak, yes, but
Not weak.
strong.
Yes. And so there are 3 people in the Bible named Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
I like this one.
And you know, these guys had some awesome faith.
They did.
I mean, I don't think I could have done what they've done.
Yeah, they rose up and they stood up against the king, even when he gave a decree that they may not like.
I mean, somebody in authority. I mean, it was the king, and they had to make a decision to follow the true King of Kings.
That's right.
And so this story is found in Daniel.
Yep.
And in chapter 3, it begins to say King Nebuchadnezzar. Now try to say King Nebuchadnezzar 5 times fast.
King Nebuchadnezzar, King Nebuchadnezzar. I didn't even make it 2 times.
It's hard. So King Nebuchadnezzar built a gold statue 90 feet tall.
Tall?
Could you imagine? Like, I'm 5 feet tall. So, I mean, not 90 feet.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And I think like how wide?
And 9 feet thick.
Wow.
So that's even thicker than I am tall. Insane.
Yeah,
It's
that
huge.
was a big statue.
It's huge. So he set it up on the Dura Plain in the province of Babylon. So that's where we are, in Babylon. He then ordered all the important leaders in the province, everybody who was anybody, so anybody important, had to come, and they came to this dedication ceremony of the statue. They all came for the dedication, and all the important people took their place before the statue that Nebuchadnezzar had made. And then a herald then proclaimed in a loud voice, he said, "Attention, everyone!" Right? It was loud. Everybody in Babylon heard. Yeah. And he says, "Every race, every color, and every creed, listen. When you hear the band strike up, all the trumpets, all the trombones, the tubas, the baritones, the drums, and the cymbals, fall to your knees and worship the gold statue that King Nebuchadnezzar has set up. And then, this is the big part, anyone who does not kneel and worship shall be thrown immediately into a roaring furnace."
Ouch.
That would hurt. So it says the band started to play on a huge band equipped with all the musical instruments of Babylon, and everyone, every race, color, and creed fell to their knees, worshiped the gold statue that King Nebuchadnezzar had set up.
Yeah. One thing you should know about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they didn't just start worshiping God when this decree happened.
That's
like
true.
they made a habit of worshiping God every single day. Like they got up in the morning, talked to God.
How they did it.
Right? Talked to God throughout their day.
Right.
Before they went to bed at night, they talked to God again. So it was their normal habit. So they weren't doing anything different than they normally did, except for this decree had gone on, and now they were faced with a decision.
Big decision.
Right? So in verse 8, it says, just then, some Babylon fortune tellers stepped up and accused the Jews, and they said to King Nebuchadnezzar, "Long live the king!"
Wait, What are you doing?
Is that too much? All right. Long live the king. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. You have strict orders, O king, that when the band starts playing,
Right when they start.
everyone had to fall to their knees and worship the golden statue.
Right.
And whoever did not go onto their knees and worship it had to be pitched into the fiery furnace.
Oh my goodness.
Well, there were some Jews
Right.
here. Shadrach,
Meshach.
you know, Meshach and Abednego,
Right?
whom you
Yep.
put in high places in Babylon. These men are ignoring you.
Yep. They're ignoring
All
you.
right. They don't respect your gods.
Nope.
They don't respect the worship of the golden statue you
Right.
set up. So furious.
Furious.
King Nebuchadnezzar ordered Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to
Yep.
be brought in.
Yep.
When the men were brought in, Nebuchadnezzar asked, "Is it true,
Right?
Shadrach,
Meshach.
Meshach, and Abednego,
Did you not bow?
that you don't respect my gods? And you refuse to worship the golden statue that I set up."
Right.
He's using I a lot.
He is.
He's throwing his power around.
That's really what he's doing.
I'm giving you a second chance.
Second chance.
One more chance. Okay, so you made the wrong decision once.
Right. So let's
See if you're gonna make the wrong decision
Right.
twice. However, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego are gonna stick to their guns.
Right.
Right? But from now on, when the band strikes up,
Right.
and you must fall to your knees and worship the statue that I made. And if you don't worship
You
it,
don't.
you will be pitched into the roaring
Oh.
fire. No questions asked.
Wow.
So, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who is your God?
Wow.
Who can rescue you
Right.
from my power?
Wow.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
thought he was a powerful
He did. He really thought
Yeah.
he was the bee's knees.
king. The bee's knees.
So in verse 16, it continues to say, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered King Nebuchadnezzar.
Wow.
They answered him.
They answered him. They were brave.
Right. They were very
They were
brave.
strong in faith.
They were strong in faith. Your threat means nothing to us.
Nothing.
Nothing. And if you throw us in the fire, the God we serve can rescue us from your roaring furnace.
Awesome.
And anything else you might cook up. So
Right.
they knew
Yeah.
that their God could save them.
Right. Throw us in a fire.
Right.
Throw us in a den of lions.
Right. Whatever.
Torture us.
Yeah.
We're going to make the same decision.
Yes, they are going to make the same decision, and they know that the one true God
Right.
will take care of them.
That's right.
And so it says, but even if he doesn't, it wouldn't make a bit of difference, O king. We still wouldn't serve your gods or worship the gold statue you set up.
They knew their God.
Yeah.
They put him first.
They did.
They knew where they were going.
Mighty faith,
right.
right?
Mighty faith.
All right, so King Nebuchadnezzar, his face purple with anger.
He was mad before.
Right, and so he's
Now
even
he's
madder
really mad.
now. So he cut off Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and
Mm.
he ordered the furnace to be fired up seven times hotter.
7 times.
Could you imagine how hot
That
is?
is hot. Have you ever been
Insane.
to like a where they do wood fire pizza?
Yeah,
That's hot.
Those are hot.
But seven times
hotter than that? Oh my
Wow.
goodness. So he says he ordered some strong men from the army to tie them up hand and foot and throw
Yeah.
them into the roaring furnace. So he didn't even let them stay, untied.
They weren't gonna go
No,
anywhere.
they weren't going to run out of the furnace.
Yeah.
They were stuck. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, bound hand and foot, fully dressed from head to toe, were pitched into the roaring fire.
Wow.
And because the king was in such a hurry and the furnace was so hot, flames from the furnace killed the men who carried Shadrach
Wow.
and Meshach
That's
and
hot.
Abednego in there.
That's hot.
Yeah, they died instantly.
Right,
They
that's
threw them
hot.
in there and they were done for.
Yeah.
Because it was so hot.
Yeah. Arizona is hot.
Right.
That was hot.
Right. I couldn't even imagine.
That was hot.
So then suddenly, King Nebuchadnezzar started to notice something.
noticed
So he
something.
jumped up in alarm and said, "Didn't we throw three men bound hand and foot into the fire?" "That's right, O king," they said. "But look," he said, "I see four."
4 men. Anna, do you know who the 4th one was?
I think it was Jesus.
Jesus has always been. Like he was born into the world, but he was here since the beginning.
Right.
With God, he was always there. It says the word, he is the word.
Yeah.
And so he went into the fiery furnace with them to rescue them and protect them. Jesus is always there for you to rescue you and protect you no matter what.
Anytime.
Anytime
and any place.
Right.
Even in a furnace.
Right? Even in a furnace.
So it says, but look, he said, I see 4 men walking around freely. So they're just walking around in this furnace.
I think King Nebuchadnezzar is kind of seeing the power of their God.
Yeah.
Right?
Because these 4 men, they were walking around freely, completely unharmed.
Yeah. Didn't smell like smoke?
Nothing. And it says, and the 4 men look like sons of the gods.
Wow.
Nebuchadnezzar went to the door of the roaring furnace and called in, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, servants of the Most High God, come out here.
Oh, now he wants. Now he wants to say.
Now he believes.
Wow, you have a powerful God.
Right? So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego walked out of the fire. Like nothing happened,
Nothing happened.
All the important people, the government leaders, the king's counselors gathered around them and examined them.
Wow.
And discovered that the fire hadn't so as touched the 3 men. Not a hair singed.
Yes.
Not any kind of mark on their clothes.
Right.
Not even the smell of fire on them. So Nebuchadnezzar said, blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Yeah.
He sent his angel and he rescued his servants who trusted in him. They ignored the king's orders and they laid their bodies on the line.
Wow. That's faith.
Yeah, because they laid their bodies on the line rather than serving or worshiping any god but their own.
Right.
They did this and they knew what was at stake. They knew that if they worshiped another god, then they really turned their back on the Most High God.
Right.
And so they knew that they couldn't do that no matter the consequence.
Right. And faith is like total assurance, total knowing that God's going to protect you and take care of you. And man, could their thoughts have gone wild as he's turning up that furnace 7 times hotter. They could have gone crazy, but they allowed their faith in God to come first.
Yes.
And Anna, I have some special faith glasses today. So if you'll put these on for me, she is going to be styling. So really, when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego went into the furnace, they put on their
faith glasses.
Faith glasses. They saw every situation and circumstance through their
faith.
Faith.
That's how they saw this.
That's how they saw it.
They only saw it through faith. So even when they talked to King Nebuchadnezzar and they were like, look, my God will save me.
Yeah.
These are what they were looking through.
Right.
Because they couldn't have done that without that.
Yeah. Yeah, do anything to us. Our God is going to help us and rescue us no matter what.
And I think my faith glasses look pretty good on me.
Oh, I think you do too. How about you guys? Do you like Anna's faith glasses? I think she should just leave them on all the time. Not take them off, right?
Yeah.
So really, this is like a big example of what your faith should look like. But all the time, whether you have these on or not, you should be walking in that.
Yeah, you should.
Right.
Just like I've got my faith glasses on right now, and I shouldn't take them off. I mean, that's how we should be living our lives.
That's right.
Constantly in our faith glasses.
Yeah.
Even though you might not have glasses as cool as mine, I'm just kidding. Even though you may not have glasses like these, your eyes should be seeing everything through faith.
Right. And so as you go throughout your week and the months and the years, you should know that the same God that rescued Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego is the same God.
Same God.
Who can rescue you through every situation. So we really enjoyed being here with everybody today, didn't we?
And I love my faith glasses.
I love your faith glasses. I think you need to figure out, like, put a rubber band or something, so that they'll stay on. But until next week. Remember, faith is great. You should have faith, and the Word of God
should be
builds your faith, right?
Yes, and it gets down deep in you.
Down deep.
And your muscles grow.
Right.
And
you can do anything with your faith and with God, because with God, all things are
possible.
So until next week, we say bye. Happy word, kid.